Hello, hello. Whoa, where did my voice go? Just started talking and it like cracked. Welcome to this week's Whip and Chat. Hopefully my voice will stay with us. I'm a little tired. That might be why it maybe sounds like this. It is, you guys. Let's see. It's Wednesday for me / Thursday for you if you're watching this the day that it comes out. And it's 9:40 at night. So that's probably why I kind of have like a tired voice. But welcome to this week's Whip and Chat. I love doing Whip and Chats. It's a great opportunity for us to just sit down. If you can sit down for a while, hopefully you can take it easy with me, craft, hopefully maybe diamond paint alongside with me, or do whatever you need to. You know, I normally go for about an hour. Sometimes I walk my dogs when I listen to Whip and Chats, or I lay down in bed and rest. Just really depends. So just like I always tell you guys, use me how you wish. Just make sure you let me know down below in the comments, how are you, okay? I mean that. I want to know how you guys are. I always ask you. Again, this is like our weekly check-in, right? Where I get to, you know, tell you what I've been up to, and we get to talk about some diamond painting stuff. And yeah, so make sure and let me know what you worked on during this time, what projects you're working on. If you're doing an event, what event are you participating in? And yeah, let's just kick this off. Let me tell you guys what I'm working on. This is something different than you've seen before. And if you're back again, thank you so much for coming back and your continued support. I love you guys so much. And if you're new, welcome. Thanks for joining. Hopefully you enjoy yourself and you come back again. So let me show you guys what I'm working on. I am working on a diamond painting, of course. Now this is a diamond painting that was just exclusive for the Crafter's Paradise retreat that I just helped put on. Just it's been 2 weeks ago now, maybe a week and a half ago. I don't even know, maybe 2 weeks. Ollie, my Frenchie's at the door. I was gonna say we probably won't hear him snore, but I can hear him at the door trying to get in. I don't have any dogs in here, which is very unusual. But so Rose Proffitt, I wanted to give her some credit. We reached out to Rose Proffitt out in Australia and said, could you create our logo for us? And she sent us a couple of ones, fell in love with this one. So thank you, Rose, for creating this logo for us. In addition, she created a diamond painting for us, and we were able to give each of the 30 participants a diamond painting. So this is what I'm working on here. It is a 40 by 40 and it's round. Oh, hello, you can see right. I'm looking on the canvas. But yeah, so I was working on Beachcomber's Bounty, which I'm still working on it. It's on the floor right next to me. It's big. I'm over halfway finished. It's a big one. And y'all have seen it over and over again. I'm like, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Plus and that one is square. This is a round. I kind of wanted to just do something that, just to kind of switch it up a little bit. And I'm enjoying this. I've already completed, like you can see, if you wanna look up for a sec. First row is completed. I'm doing it as charted and as it came. So these are all ABs right here. A lot of ABs. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's got 50 colors, which I was really surprised. And right now I'm working on the mermaid. So right now it's just like the water, but look at the sparkle in this. This is actually my first time to ever do a Rose Proffitt, and I've been very, very impressed with it. The plastic that she has on here is very, very thick, and I like thick plastic. To me, that just means quality. I don't know why, but a thicker plastic to me just means something. But so that's my diamond painting. And I am using Simply Gilded washi tape. You can tell it's got like the mermaid scale. It's very sparkly. I thought that'd look really pretty with this. And then I am using some accessories from the retreat. Now I did decide against, I know my last Whip and Chat, I mentioned to you guys, we talked about the retreat. It was like a retreat recap. I said I was gonna do a swag bag video. A lot of other folks have already done them. So I didn't really want to be repetitive and have you guys see something you've already seen. So I opted not to do one, but you've probably seen these, and Katie's Diamonds and Washi's, I know she, did a swag bag video. But this is one of the trays, the 3D printed trays that all the participants got. This is from Firefly, right there, and it's the Inferno Nano, and it's one of their trays. They did have, I love this mermaid. This is probably one other thing, which I'm gonna show you in a sec. I had 2 favorite things in a swag bag. This was definitely one of them. It says Crafter's Paradise 2024, and of course it's got the lid. And then if you're not familiar with their trays, they also have this little little door right here that opens and closes the spout. And then you can also use this for trash, and you can dump it out, and you can also put a pen right here. So yeah, so this is 3D printed, so thank you to Firefly. And I'll have all these folks listed down below in the description if you're interested in any of these shops. So that's the tray. And then here is my trinket tray. I don't know if she still has a shop. I need to check. I haven't seen anything about her lately, but this is from EMMAzing. She had an Etsy shop, I believe. So I'll have to see if I can link her down below, but I got this resin tray from her quite a while back. And I just love the blues in it and the mermaid, the sand, the shells, the gold. It's just so pretty. So I thought this matched with it. So I got my trinket tray, and that just holds all your accessories. And my accessories I'm gonna be using, this is actually a pen from EMMAzing Outpost. EMMAzing Outpost gave 30 of these to all the participants. Everybody got a hand-turned pen. Look at the colors of this. I don't know how well the lighting is, but it matches the logo. I sent them the logo, and they even printed out the logos on stickers and had them with the bags. It was just beautiful. So go check out Edward and Elizabeth over there at EMMAzing Outpost and show them some love, because they were so kind and generous to us. But I'm loving this pen. Love it. And of course I just have I like the white plastic multi-placers, and this is a 7. And in here I am using, and this was another item in our swag bag. This is from Randa's Crafty Corner, scented putty, and it's an indigo seas, and everybody got one of these, and it smells really good. So I have this putty in my multi-placer. And then I just use the brass tips, the ones that come with the pens, and I am using micro glue dots. And I just put a couple of the glue dots in there. And yeah, so that's my pen. And then of course in my trinket tray here, I've got my tweezers in case, got to get, a bug out of the wine, which I demonstrated, I don't know when, a couple weeks ago, I think, during a Whip It Chat. And then my ceramic cutter to cut back the plastic for each section. And check this out, you guys. This is a cover minder. Look at how thick this is, 3D printed. It's like a mega cover minder. And the other magnet is underneath, and it just, it's a really, really strong magnet. This is from Diamond Pen Pal. Diamond Pen Pal makes the pens with the roll, the no roll edge, so they don't roll. And yeah, they made cover minders for us, which I thought was so nice. They also donated some pens for door prizes. So yes, it's got the logo. So I thought that was really cute. So I just got all the matchy, things from the retreat. Yeah, so, but yes, like y'all saw, I do have my wine. I just poured it. I took one tiny, tiny sip as I was turning on my lights and everything. So cheers, bottoms up. Like I said, it's almost 10 o'clock at night. I also do have not one, but 2. I don't know what this is the problem I have here in my craft room. I'll drink some water and I'll leave it up here, and then I'll grab another one and bring another one up here, forgetting that I have this one. But I've got a couple different sparkling waters. I got both of these from Costco. So yes, hopefully I don't start burping. But yeah, we don't have any doggos in here. Isn't that sad? Kind of feels sad. We won't hear Ollie snoring, but oh well, what are you gonna do? All right, let's get to diamond painting, you guys. Oh, and I sometimes forget to show these. I am using Elizabeth Ward storage containers for all 50 colors. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this Rose Proffitt. I don't know why I've never ordered from her before. So this has been really fun to try out, a new to me company. I was gonna do like an unboxing of it, but I just was kind of just so excited to just get into it. And I love kitting up. I love it. It's like one of my favorite things. Y'all let me know down below, do you like kitting up? It's like that's the second question of the video. The first is, how are you? And let me know how you are. But yeah, I love it. So I've been working on that Beachcomber's Bounty for, I don't even know how long now. Maybe since the beginning of May. Wait, March? No. I started it after Mermaids and Magic, so maybe April. Oh wow, I've been working on it for a while. So I definitely had the itch to like kit up something, because I just love the entire kit up process. I just love it. I get into a zone and I just like geek out with like labels and containers and just the whole thing. I love it. It's almost like I also enjoy office supplies and school supplies. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or if that correlates with each other, but I kind of feel like it does. I just like the things, right? To like get organized, even though I'm not an organized person. So where do we begin? I normally would have filmed this sooner, but I'll have to let y'all know what I did today and the fun I had, but we'll get to that. So I try to back up and kind of, start up where we left off. So let's kind of back it up and rewind. rewind to last week. So, you know, last week's video, if you watched it, thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I kind of did it wasn't planned this way, but if you saw the video, you saw that the first part of the video, a little more than half of the first part, was I was driving to the retreat because I had planned for that to be my whip and chat for last week, or no, week before, during the retreat. But I didn't have a chance to get it up when we were there because, of course, we were setting up. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was just, you know, thinking I was going to get there and be able to, you know, pull my computer up, but that didn't happen. We were having too much fun. So I just decided to like put that up, and then I filmed the other half, you know, before I left. So I didn't really get a chance to talk to you guys about some other stuff that had been going on other than retreat stuff. I did find out about the job. If y'all have been with me for a while, a lot of you have been asking, and I really, really do appreciate, and everybody's been like, do you know, have you found out yet? So I applied for a job. Gosh, y'all, it had been like a couple of weeks. So I had the first interview with the recruiter. She's over in the UK, and that went really, really well. And she set up a second interview for me with, second interview was with, and these are all Zoom calls, with the hiring team. And it was with two women who were significantly younger than I was. And they were talking about their children, their young children. One of them's actually pregnant. And I just thought, oh, I don't know. I mean, it went okay. It went okay, but I just didn't know if it was good enough. And sure enough, that feeling kind of was what ended up happening. Is I finally heard from the recruiter. She apologized for it taking so long because she said she was out of town that week, that last week before after she had finally told me. So, but what was really nice is she could have just emailed me and sent me like a form, you know, response saying, you know, thank you for applying for the job, blah, 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 but you didn't get it, right? And that's all I was looking for, was just to let me know something either way, because I'd been waiting weeks. I really expected to know something before I went to the retreat. And here at the retreat, I still didn't know either way. And it just seemed really weird. And again, but because it was taking so long, I thought, I think it's no. Because I think if they wanted me, they would have already offered me the job. So, but she emailed me, and, you know, her time, which was like 3 o'clock in the morning for me, saying, you know, are you available to have a phone call this morning to update you on the job, on the position? I was like, yes. So we met, and like I said, it was very nice. She didn't have to do a phone call, so I really respected that. She was very kind. She just said, she gave me feedback, which I appreciated. She just said that, you know, they really enjoyed meeting me, and the feedback was, you know, I have a lot of, when it comes to the event side of things, because I was applying for a marketing specialist position, and some of the job was going to be, you know, helping with events that this company has. And so they said, you've got a lot of event experience, which they really liked, but they found someone else, another candidate, that they felt like had a little bit more, and I don't know if this is like lost in translation because she's from the UK. I think this is what she meant, but I wasn't really sure. But I think she said something like the other person had more digital experience. I don't really understand what that means because, you know, but I get it. They're probably more technical than me, have more experience than me. You know, I haven't worked, you guys, and, you know, other than my job that I was working for, that marketing job that I had for the podiatrist, which I had for 4.5 months, I didn't work for 11 years. So I get it. I get it. Someone could have been more, you know, just irrelevant. So that's fine. Maybe younger. I'm not saying that's the case, but I could see that. It seemed like they were a younger company. So I don't know if I would have fit in, because I'm going to be 50 this year. So yeah, that's happening. So now we know I didn't get the job. So it was a bummer. I felt two different ways than when I found out. I was disappointed, but I was also relieved, right? Because then I knew. But the kids are out now. It's summertime. I really haven't been looking as hard as I had been. I'm kind of enjoying the summer, but I know I need to get back to it. You know, the funds are gonna, yeah, you know, I'm gonna need to get a job again. So, but I'm just kind of enjoying the summer. Oh, this drill's got like, I'm gonna show you guys this. It's got like a big cheese, Swiss cheese. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's got a big Swiss cheese hole in the center. Almost looks like it goes on a necklace. So yeah, so the job stuff, a bummer, but you know, again, like a lot of you had said, which made total sense. So thank y'all again for all your, you know, support during the whole process. It really, really meant a lot to me, and it helped. And a lot of you were like, you know, this is just, you know, if you didn't get it, this was just, you know, good experience. And I totally agree. It was a great experience. And I learned a lot from it. So yeah, maybe I'll be, you know, better in the next one, or maybe it just wasn't the right job for me. So we'll see. I was talking to my mom about it. My mom and dad actually came into town. Okay, I felt so bad, you guys, get this. So here I come home from the retreat, and I've been home for a couple days, and I'm just wiped. It took me a good week, it really did, to like feel like I was getting back to like being normal. Just the lack of sleep, just the coming down, the high from it. You know, some people have called it, you know, a retreat hangover, and it's so true. And just kind of that letdown after something you've been planning for and you're excited about after so long. It was just kind of a, you know, just all kinds of different emotions. But so anyways, I get home from the retreat, and I'm home for a couple of days, and it's about 5 o'clock at night, and I just made some hamburgers and fries, and we just got done eating, and the doorbell rings, and the dogs go crazy. And my oldest, Ryan, looks over, and he's like, Mom, Pop and Guy are here. I was like, what? You guys, my mom and dad moved to Amarillo, I don't know, a year and a half ago now, I guess it's been, maybe a little bit longer. And it's a 6-hour drive. So my mind was like, what? Why would they be at the door? That makes no sense. No sense. I was like, no, that's not them. It can't be that. Why would they not tell me they were coming? Well, they did tell me they were going to be coming for some doctor's appointments, like earlier on, I guess, like, I don't know, the last time we talked, like a few weeks ago. My dad said he mentioned it when I talked to him because he was here watching the kids when I was gone at the retreat. But I don't remember that. But again, because I'm going to blame it on the retreat. Y'all, I forgot my mom and dad were coming to visit. I felt so bad. I told them, I was like, next time, can you like send me a quick text, like, you know, when you got on the road saying, hey, you know, we're just to remind you we're coming. Yeah, because the guest room that they slept in, that they sleep in when they come and stay, because I come and, you know, visit for a couple days here and there to do doctor's appointments. And the guest bed was disheveled because Lou had slept in there with a friend. There was laundry in there that I was doing. It's like the catch-all room, right? And of course, I just didn't have things together. The house was dirty because, you know, I didn't feel like cleaning. Hubs had been in China for 2 weeks at that point. He had another week to go, so he wasn't home. My dad had left, and I was just letting everything kind of go. There was dishes in the sink. There was dog hair all over the floor. The house was a mess. Oh my God. And my mom and dad, and on top of that, I just made dinner just for us, right? And so I felt so bad. They were like, it's okay. And they were kind of laughing that I'd forgotten. And I was like, my mom's like, I even asked your dad when we left this morning, if you remembered that we were coming. And he's like, oh yeah, she remembers. I just talked to her about it. Y'all, I did not remember. I just felt so bad. Hold on one second. All right, I am back, and I have 2 dogs now. So you definitely will probably hear Ollie. Ollie is chewing on a bone, and he's kind of a loud chewer. He's just loud about everything. The Frenchie in him is just like, you know, you can just hear him breathing. You can hear him. He just is a rough little guy. So that was Lou calling me, telling me, Mom. And it was my bad. I didn't tell her that I was going to be filming a whip and chat. She just thought I was up here dying painting. And so I run out real quick. I'm like, yeah, what's up? She goes, sorry, y'all, I'm out of breath. I just ran upstairs. She was like, I can't get up. I was like, what? She goes, I can't get up. I'm like, what do you mean? And so I look over the railing. She's on the couch, and she's got 2 out of the 3 dogs laying on her with a blanket. And I was like, girl. So I had to go down there and lift up a dog off of her and get the dog off of her. And then 2 of them ran up here with me. So we might hear Ollie snoring. Oh, now Jasper's licking my feet. So Jasper, I know I don't talk about Jasper, but I know a lot of y'all that have been around for a while, you know. So I've got Jasper and Margot. Those are my 2 Boston Terriers. And then Ollie, of course, is the latest addition. He's our Frenchie. So he kind of steals the show sometimes. I know, but we love them all. Oh boy, they're fighting over the bone. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, forgetting that my mom and dad were coming into town. So bad. So I'm like, hold on, let me just, so I ran in the guest room real quick and I like made the bed, grabbed the laundry out, threw it in my room, closed my bedroom door, and I was like, oh my gosh. I called Nate down. I'm like, Nate, I need to do the dishes. And so we chatted for a little bit. We hung out and they said hi to everybody. And then they went out and got dinner, which I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. They're like, no, it's okay. So yeah, they went and had dinner without us because we had already eaten. Yeah, bad daughter move on that one, y'all. Just so bad. Yeah. So they stayed 2 nights, which was really nice. We got to catch up and, cause when my dad came, it was just my dad. When he came down to watch the kids, you know, I wasn't here. I was at the retreat the whole time. I never even saw him. And he didn't come, just my mom came. Or yeah, my mom didn't come, just it was him. So yeah, I got to see them. And then the next day we hung out for a little bit. The next morning we had coffee and then they had doctor's appointments and so did I. I had to go to the gynecologist. That's always fun. So yeah, but all's good there. I had kind of missed an appointment and my doctor kind of was like, so this is the doctor that delivered the boys. So I've known him, I've been with him forever. And he's the one that did my hysterectomy. So when I was there, they were like, so, you know, he goes, looks like it's been 2 years since you were here. And I'm like, oh, and I said, was I supposed to come before that? Cause I didn't know. I mean, yes, I had a hysterectomy, but I'm like, you know, he didn't take everything out, but he took some parts out. So I didn't know, you know, if I still need to go see him like I used to annually. And I'm like, was I supposed to come see you like once a year? And he goes, yes, that's why it's called an annual. I'm like, and we started laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. He goes, yeah, but he cracked a joke, which I thought was funny because he's kind of a serious guy. But I was like, oh, so I still have to come and see you. He's like, yes, you still have parts I need to check. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know that after my hysterectomy because I had it, 2 years ago? So I kind of had missed last year's. So yeah, he said all's good. And I got the lab results like about like a few days later. And yeah, everything's all good. So that was nice to hear. Because the reason why I had the hysterectomy, for those of you that have been here for a while may remember, excuse me, my doctor had seen some things on my uterus that he did not like. So we needed to just get rid of that. So there was no concerns. So yeah. So I'm glad that, you know, nothing was concerning him and it all looked good. Why can't I find the symbol? It's like, can I not talk and diamond paint at the same time? Y'all, I'm losing my mind. It must be, what? No, hold on a minute. Wait just a second. I'm gonna feel so stupid. I'm looking for you. Y'all, I'm so embarrassed. I can't find the symbol. Oh my gosh. Why can't I find, what is wrong with me? I must be missing a color. Am I missing? No. Hold on a second, you guys. Is this, I swear I have not been drinking. I mean, like just a couple sips, but am I that tired? I'm going through every single one and I'm like, okay, it is not here. Hold on a minute. I don't think it's me. And I think I remember someone telling us, I remember Alyssa saying that I think there was an issue with the symbols and I didn't pay attention. Oh. Okay. Well, I've got to figure that one out. You know what? There was an email that was sent. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. We're just going to skip that. So, all right, that scared me. I'm like, am I losing my mind? Because this is scary. Okay, it must be a different symbol, but I'm just going to keep going with the other symbols I see. Okay, y'all got to witness me like, it wasn't me though. It wasn't me. But yes, I think an email was sent out. So anyways, back to my parents. So yeah, did the gynecologist. So we got back, we hung out for a little bit that afternoon, and then we all went to dinner. Ryan had to work, but Nate and Lou and I and my folks, we went and had pizza at Blaze. So and they treated, which was really nice. So we went and had pizza, and we came back and we watched a movie, and then we all went to bed around 10:30 or so. And then they left the next morning around 9 or 10 o'clock. So it was a quick visit, But, you know, but they got to do their Costco run because in Amarillo, there's no Costco's. They just have Sam's. So there's some things that they miss here, you know, their favorite stores where they get like their favorite coffee, and, you know, they got to do doctor's appointments and do, get their glasses and do all that stuff. So they're really good about, you know, making the most of their time when they come down. But boy, I could not believe that I forgot. I just felt like the worst. And like I said, you know, not that my mom and dad would like judge me for having a dirty house, but you know, it's like when you have company coming over, you want to make sure your house looks good and is clean. And it just kind of felt like, you know, ugh. So, what else? So, okay, let's talk about something I think I talked about last week about a new medication I'm on. I was going to update you guys on that. So thank you for a lot of folks that told me that they were familiar with it and they've taken it, or they have taken it and stopped taking it. So that was good. It really gave me some good insight on it. And I'm on, the doctor put me on Cymbalta, and I'd asked you guys if you had, last week I asked you if you had any dealings with that or were familiar with it. And some of you had, so thank you. So yeah, we, so far so good. I take it every morning. I'm only on 20 milligrams right now. We're gonna do that for 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna bump it up to 40 after that. And it's been, yesterday was a week, and I haven't noticed I don't have any bad side effects. I mean, I don't feel any different either way yet. So I don't know. Some of that stuff probably takes, I mean, I don't remember. I don't know, maybe a couple weeks or so to kick in, maybe. So maybe I'm not supposed to feel anything yet. Or maybe it's such a low dose that I'm not gonna feel anything quite yet, or feel the full effects maybe. So, but yeah. So I am taking that. I've been good about taking it. Oh my gosh, get this. Y'all aren't gonna believe this. I told my Patreons, and some people were like, it happened to me too. And I was like, thank God I'm not the only one. Okay, so I got back from the retreat Sunday, right? That Sunday. And I told you guys that I had seen my doctor. We had a televisit, my psychiatrist, the day before the retreat, but the day before I was leaving. But I thought, I don't think it's good to be on a new medication at the retreat. Probably not the smartest thing. So I said, when I get home, I'll go get it filled. So Monday, I went and got it filled, and they gave me that, and I had my levothyroxine, my thyroid medicine, also there. And I always go through the drive-through, and I remember her telling me that my credit card that I'd given her to pay was in the bag, or in a bag, but it was like they stapled it and it was like in the bag, because you know when you're doing the drive-through and the window, the little slide window in your credit card, it's hard to reach it when you're in the car. So it was probably about like Thursday or Friday that same week. Yeah, I guess later last week, where I went to use that credit card and I was like, where's that credit card at? I think Lou and I were at Starbucks, and I kind of started panicking. She goes, what do you mean? I'm like, she goes, when's the last time you had it? I'm like, I don't know. I kind of been using different ones, so it's not obvious how much I'm spending. I'm just like pulling from different sources right now because I don't really have an income, you know. I don't have a job. I don't have a job. Not really, I don't. So I was like, I'm just kind of pulling a little bit from here, a little bit from there, and then maybe Dad won't know how much I'm spending. So it was those type of deals where I was like, I don't know which one I've been using. I don't know the last time I used this one. But it was time in the rotation, I think, to use it again. So I was like, she's like, uh-oh. And so I'm digging through my whole purse and I can't find it. And we get home and I'm panicking. She's like, you're not drinking your drink on the way home. I'm like, I can't. All I can think about is my credit card. And what if someone stole it? What if, right? And I was like, oh crap. And it's one that my husband can have. He is the only one that like has access to the account. I'm not really used to using it. And I didn't even have the card to even like call to see like what the last transactions were. I didn't have anything. I didn't know what to go off of to even look and see where the last place I used it was. And I was like, oh crap. So got home and that poor Starbucks drink never got drank. I was just like in a panic. Checked my car, looked under the seats, looked everywhere, you guys. I mean, looked through my purse again. I looked through my, retreat stuff, my bag, my suit. I had already unpacked my bag. So I was like, where is it? And I was panicking. And I was like, okay. And, hubby's in China. She's like, you're gonna have to tell Dad. I'm like, I think I'm gonna have to tell Dad. But I was doing everything I could to like not tell Dad, right? That I had lost my credit card. Or I don't know. I was like, oh crap. So talked to my husband, and because the time difference, I didn't think he'd still be awake, but he was. And so he sent me a text back and he's like, yeah, the last place you used it was Walgreens. And as soon as he said that, it clicked. Oh shit, they put it in the bag and I threw it away. So I was like, oh no. And let's see, it was Thursday. I think, yeah, it must have been a Thursday because, or Wednesday. Yeah, okay, so we take our trash cans out Tuesday nights to the street because they pick them up super early Wednesday morning. Here it was Thursday, and I noticed the trash cans were still outside and they hadn't been brought up yet. And I thought, maybe they didn't pick them up yet, which would be really weird. What are the odds of that, right? Because I looked through all the trash cans in the house real quick because I had thrown those bags away, right? As soon as I'm like that. I get home, pull stuff out of the bag and toss the trash, right? Get rid of it. And I was like, no. So I checked all the trash cans throughout the house. I'm like, it must have been in the kitchen one and that one's out in the trash can, but they probably picked it up yesterday. But I was like, it's weird that they're still out there. They must, maybe not, because Nate pulls them up and takes them back down when they're empty. And I go down there and sure enough, you guys, for some crazy reason, the trash cans were still full. And I thought, oh my gosh, no way. This is like meant to be. What are the odds they didn't get picked up for some reason the day before like they should have been? This is a sign. I'm going to be able to do it. So I opened up the trash can and it was disgusting, right? Because just think, here it is Thursday. This was trash from Monday. Ugh, so gross. So I started digging through the trash, and right as I start digging through, like go through one bag and I'm about to, I was like, it was so bad, you guys, so bad. I'm not going to tell you, it was just disgusting. But it was our own trash, but it was like food, right? So I'm digging, and right as I start to dig through the second bag underneath it, I hear the trash truck coming down our street. I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, you know what? I'm done. I closed the trash can. I was just like, I'm not gonna halt the trash man. How embarrassing. Stop. You know, can you imagine? Oh my gosh. And then two, you know, I already had told my husband to cancel it, right? So he probably had already canceled it. So it probably would have been a pain to like go back and go, oh wait, she found it, uncancel it, or don't cancel it now. Or I was like, you know what? It saves me from digging through this disgusting, nasty trash can. And lesson learned, you know? So my husband's like, why did they put it in a bag? He's like, and he was like getting mad about that. And I was like, it's at the drive-through, you know? And then when I was telling my Patreons, Karen Scott was like, oh, same thing happened to me. And I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one. But I was like, oh. So yeah, that happened. I felt really stupid. And I was like, oh, don't make me dig this trash. But I'm like, are you kidding me? Here comes the trash man right behind me. And I was like panicking for a second, trying to like find it because I knew it was in there. And it's like, your credit card is in the trash can. You got to get it. But I was like, you know what? But here's the deal. I still haven't gotten it back yet. And I was going to order dog food for the dogs, and they deliver it. They do free delivery. And I was going to use that credit card, but I was like, surely it's in the, so every day I keep checking the mail, because today is what, Wednesday, right? And I haven't gotten it yet. So I'm like, where's that credit card? So, I mean, I can use a different one, but again, it's time to rotate, right? Gotta keep it rotating. You don't want to use just one. Can't use the same credit card because then it shows how much you're spending. I know, right? I don't know if my reasoning is good, but it is what it is right now. So yeah, so that happened. Crazy. So speaking of hubby, he was gone for 3 weeks in China. And if you watched my live on Sunday, this past Sunday, which by the way, if you are new and you haven't caught him yet, I do go live most Sundays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please join us. It's always a ton of fun. And I do try to have guests from time to time. I try to do guests like every other week, just to kind of switch it up and help out some smaller channels or meet some other creators and let you guys find some other channels. It's just fun. And so I had Ditsy's Diamond Den on there. And if you can go back and watch the replay if you missed it. And her husband, he also diamond paints. And we had such a good time. I just felt bad because my husband had told me, so originally he wasn't supposed to come home till Tuesday of this week, but he called me, like I talked to him on Friday or Saturday, and he was like, oh, I'm actually coming home on Sunday. I'm coming home early. And I was like, yay. And I was like, what time on Sunday? Because I already told you guys I was going live. I already said Ditzy was coming on, and I could have rescheduled it. I know I could have, but he was like, my flight gets in at 4, and I was like, uh-oh. And I was like, he goes, it's okay, I said, well, I've got my live and I have a guest, and he's so supportive of this. And he was like, don't worry about it. I'll just take an Uber. I'll Uber from the airport. So we were good in that aspect. I didn't have to go pick him up, but I knew he was probably going to be home around 5:30. So I was kind of distracted, and I didn't want him to like, you know, be here and me not be able to see him yet, because it had been 3 weeks. It had been a long time, you guys. And I think I told you guys in my last Women Chat, I was lonely. I was lonely. It's hard. 3 weeks is a long time. So I was very, very, very anxious to see him and very excited. So I hope, I don't think I cut it kind of short. We normally go till about 5:30. We normally go for like an hour and a half on average for my lives, but a little like right about 5. They were doing something on their end. I think her husband, Paul, dear helper, was checking something on his phone, his audio, and it gave me a second just to kind of pause and like look at my phone to see my husband's location, and I saw that he was home already, and he was downstairs, and I could hear the TV, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I hope I didn't end it abruptly, but the time we did spend together and that we had on the live was a lot of fun. They are a great couple. We've actually talked since then. We did a phone conversation a couple nights ago. Maybe no, was it last night? Might have been last night, you guys. I don't know. The days just could have been last night. I think it was last night. Oh my gosh. And they just had some YouTube questions, and which, you know, I'm always, and again, I'm not the expert by any means. I've just been doing it for, you know, a while. So sometimes, you know, just, you know, the experience that you've had over time can be helpful to someone that's, you know, newish. Cause she hasn't even had her channel for a year yet. So they just had some questions, and they're like, can we talk? I was like, absolutely. So I love that. I love helping others. And, yeah, so if y'all have, you know, any questions about YouTube, or, you know, thinking about starting a channel, and let me know. You know, don't be afraid to reach out and ask other people, because that's how I learned when I started. I, you know, reached out to some friends that had channels and was just like, you know, how do you do thumbnails? What do you use? You know, what software do you use to do this? And what do you use to use that? And you just, you know, then I watched a ton of YouTube videos on how to do YouTube, of course. So that was extremely helpful. You download from the Matrix, right? YouTube is amazing, you guys. Oh geez. My drills went flying. No sir, Ollie. Sorry guys. I have my cover minders. I have a metal cabinet, and he just went to take one off of there with his teeth. And I'm like, excuse me, sir. So we found, well, not we, Nate, my middle son, found, sorry, y'all, I'm just cleaning up these drills real quick. Found one of my cover minders in the hall the other day that was chewed on, and at least the magnets were still on there. But I'm like, what if that guy swallows the magnets? I started like panicking, like, you know, like a baby swallowing like a choking hazard. I was like, he doesn't need to be gnawing on cover minders. And, you know, one, I don't want him to get hurt and swallow something he's not supposed to. 2, he's ruining my cover minders. So yeah, go back to chewing your bone, little man. I'm surprised he's still awake. He's normally sleeping by now, but we were gone all day. So I think he slept a lot today. Which, let's talk about that. So actually, before we talk about that, I gotta tell you one other thing that I did. Went to the movies this week, a couple nights ago. Went and saw, I think it was Saturday night. Lou and her best friend wanted to go see a movie. I did not want to go see this movie, but I was trying to be nice. We went and saw Garfield. Yeah. Riveting, y'all. Just riveting. Oh my gosh. My husband's like, why didn't you just go to sleep? I was like, I couldn't. It was too loud, but I wanted to. I really did want to. It was cute. But, you know, we were pretty much the only ones in the theater. I think there was like one other, and they came in late. So we had like the run of the place, and they were like jumping around in their seats and taking their shoes off and running around because no one else was in there, and they thought that was fun. And they had their blankets, and they were like seat hopping, and I'm just like, what? I'm there by myself. I'm like, why did I? But we had candy and popcorn and sodas, so it was fun. So I went and saw Garfield. That was Saturday. And then today, let me tell you all about today. Oh wait, so let's back up about hubby. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So hubby came home Sunday, right? It was really fun. We ordered pizza. He was like craving pizza after being in China for 3 weeks. I'm like, what sounds good? He's like, anything but Chinese food. I was like, well, yeah, of course. That's the last thing he would want. And then, so he was home Sunday night, and then Monday he was home, very, very jet lagged. You know, what always happens is, and I know from us going back and forth whenever we lived over there, it's the 3 a.m. It's the 3 o'clock in the morning always gets you. It's like no matter what, you will wake up at 3 a.m. It's the weirdest thing. So sure enough, he woke up at 3, was up for a couple hours, and went back to sleep around 5. But Monday he was pretty wiped, but he had to work from home. And then get this, Tuesday morning, he had to leave for work again for Austin, and he's been gone all week. I'm like, oh, so I've barely seen him again. It's like, and then that night he was packing his bag Monday night, and he had one of the lamps on. It was like kind of late, and I was starting to fall asleep. And so I just had my eyes closed, but I was still awake. And he kind of turned off the light and walked out. And I was like, oh, well, maybe he's going to come back. He never came back. He thought I was sleeping. And I'm like, no, I wasn't sleeping. And then I was giving him a hard time because he left Tuesday morning at like 6:30 in the morning. And I heard him, but he didn't say goodbye because he thought I was sleeping. So I didn't get to say goodnight or goodbye to him the night before or the morning he left. So I was like, honey, you left again. Didn't even tell me goodbye. I'm being so needy, y'all. So needy. Well, I already told him before he got here, when I told him I was lonely, I was like, oh, when you get home, I'm going to be like a cat. I'm just going to like sit in your lap for like a couple days. But yeah, but he comes home tomorrow night. So this is what he normally does. It's the weekly, you know, but I'm sure that jet lag's not good. That's not going to be fun. So but it's probably good that he was out and about and like at the office today and tomorrow and like for a few days, because it won't, you know, when you're home, he would lay down for a little bit and fall asleep on the couch. And, you know, like that's what Monday looked like. It's just so hard. Your body wants to sleep, you know, it's just so turned around. But so he thought it'd be good that he was, you know, at an office, and it'll get him back on like a good sleeping schedule. So yeah. So let me talk about today. Let's see, where do we begin? So woke up this morning, had no plans. No real plans. And then let me see, what number do I need? Sorry, y'all, I'm just gonna pick a symbol and stick with it for a bit. Okay. And so woke up this morning and then slept in a little bit, and then it was around like 10:30, about 11 maybe. Yeah, it was about 11, because I remember she said we had an hour. It was about 11 o'clock, and Lou's like, Mom, can we go to the beach? And I was like, she's like, will you take her best friend and her, they wanted to go to the beach. We call it the beach, and I know I've talked about it before. It's what we did the first day of summer. I took the girls and saw the sunrise, because I didn't believe them, but we did. It's a lake. It's a man-made beach on a lake, on one of our lakes. So it's like brown, murky, green water, but it's all we have, right? I mean, it kind of gives you the feel of a beach. You're in the sand. It's fun. So they said they wanted to go. And I was like, okay, I guess. Because I said, how's the weather? Because we've kind of had, y'all, like I talked about before, I think, we've had this just awful weather. It's like we've had thunderstorms like almost every day. It's like, I thought this was supposed to be summertime, but we've had a ton of rain. It rained yesterday. And so I was like, what's the weather like? And she goes, it's nice. And she pulled up the weather app and told me it was going to be sunny all day and only like 80 something. I was like, all right, like 88. So she's like, she's going to come over at noon. Can we go at 12? And I was like, yeah. So hopped up, made sandwiches for us, got towels, sunscreen, you know, chairs, loaded up, and left at noon. And her friend came over and we all went, and we get there and the sign says the area is closed due to high water. And we were like, no. Well, I said, why don't we leave our stuff in the car? We'll park right here. Because we were seeing some people kind of walking down there still. So we just wanted to go scope it out. I'm like, why don't we just go check it out and see what the deal is? Well, because of all the rain we've had lately, it was insane how high it was. There was barely any sand. I mean, we did find a little patch of sand to hang out on. The water was so high, it was over the sidewalk that you normally walk on. It was over park benches, covering park bench. We were sitting in a park bench with the water up to our neck. It was the craziest thing. You could feel grass as you were walking in the water. I mean, it was so high, but they were still letting us go down in there. Now there's no lifeguards or anything. It's just like a public park, you know? So, or I don't know if it's a state park, I don't know, but there's nobody really manning it, really. They've got some beach ambassadors that like clean up the trash, but yeah. So we were there, found a little spot, got set up. We all went in the water. We had so much fun. I got a little sunburnt. We were there till about 4. Yeah, so it was several hours, but so fun. I really enjoy those days. And we were talking about it when we went and ate after. I really enjoy those days where you're like, you know, outside all day in the sun, you're a little tired, you're, you know, just, you feel good because you've been outside all day and you've been active. So it was really good. I'm glad we went. We left there at 4 and we played tag in the water. We played, it was fun. We were playing in the sand and just walking around and, you know, playing games. And so the girls really wanted me to be with them. And there were some good people watching. There always is. Really good people watching. Very, very good. At the lake. Yeah. It's an interesting group of folks. So, yeah, different kinds of music we were hearing. People have their speakers blaring, it's so funny. When we first got there, there was like hip hop playing from a family. Then the next thing we heard, because that stopped, and the next thing we heard was country. So we had some country music for a bit, and then that stopped. And then we had some like Latino. I didn't understand any of it. It was all in Spanish. We had that, and then they actually got told to turn it off because you're not allowed to have music on the lake. But as soon as that guy walked off, they just turned it right back on again. I was like, oh, that's how it works here. So, but you know, everyone's respectful. Kids just all playing around, and it's just, you know, it's really fun. I felt kind of bad though, although I was happy about it. So many parents had like these little ones, and they were yelling at their little ones the whole time to stop throwing sand and stop hitting your brother or stop whining or do this or do that or, you know, put sunscreen on. And I'm just chilling. I'm watching all these poor parents with like little ones and all the work they were doing. But y'all, I've been there. I did my time. So it's my time to just sit back in a beach chair and just chill. You know, Lou and her friend are 11 and 12. They're good. They're great swimmers. I could see them the whole time. But I was just straight up chilling, or I was in the water with them. So it really is nice when they get a little bit older. But a lot of these people had like babies out there too, like little itty bitty babies. I was like, wow. But it was fun. It was packed. So we left there, and then we went and ate at a restaurant called, it's like Hawaiian, like beachy feeling. We always go there after we leave there. In our bathing suits, we just put our cover up on. And so we went there and got a burger and fries, and we ate. And then we got home around like 5:30. And I basically laid down. Well, I took a shower. I had to get like the fish poop and like the gross lake water. It was so funny. One of these moms was like telling her little son, he's like probably 6 or 7, don't drink the water. The birds poop in this water. It'll make you sick. And we all kind of looked at each other like, what the heck? What? I was worried about fish poop, not bird poop. But it is a lake. It is pretty gross. And Lou had her goggles on, and we're like, why do you even have goggles? And she went under the water and tried to look. She goes, yeah, the goggles do nothing. I can't see anything. It's kind of murky. The gross thing is you can feel, there's fish in there, right? You can just feel like things touching your legs every so often. And the bathing suit that I had on, it's a 2-piece. And so the sides of the bottoms had the ties, like the little, you know, you can tie them in a bow. And so the strings from my bathing suit kept like kind of brushing up against my thigh a little bit, my leg, and it would freak me out thinking it was a fish, and we were stepping on things, and it was just weird. But the water was so high. It was really, really crazy. So we got home, and I just like took a shower and just like wanted to do a whole lot of nothing because I was a little worn out just from the sun too. And then shoot, finally like around 9, I was like, I probably need to do my whip and chat. I was like, I can do it. So I'm glad I did it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was so much fun. I'm glad we got to hang out like it always happens. Sometimes doing these, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I have anything to talk about. And, you know, what am I going to, you know, am I going to be able to talk enough? And am I going to feel like doing it? And once I get up here and start talking to you guys, it just like clicks, you know, just it's so fun. And I never want to miss these. So, all right. Cause I know I look forward to whip and chats whenever I know there's folks that post them on certain days. And I'm like, where are those whip and chats? I need them. I look forward to seeing them. So, All right, let's see. This, I don't know how long we've been because I had to pause, but I think it's probably been close to an hour, maybe almost an hour. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, let me know down in the comments how you are and what you've been up to this past week. And oh gosh, Ollie was awake. Oh my gosh, he's still chewing. Hopefully y'all have not been hearing the chewing. He's kind of hitting the desk a little bit, that I'm my dime pin desk, but watch, I'm gonna listen to it back and hear like, it's on wheels. Let me just wheel it a little bit away from him. Hey, sir, why must you like chew that up against my table? All right, I moved it. I've got like tons of like dog toys everywhere in here. This is like their little spot. Buddy, yeah, he never snored. He stayed awake the whole time. But like I said, because we were gone all day, from like, you know, again, like 12 to like 5:30, he, you know, they probably slept all day because I don't think the boys, you know, interacted much with them. So I think that's why he's very active tonight still. So, all right, I'm going to try to get this up for you guys. Process it. What time is it now? It's 10:30. I got to go to bed soon. Lou's been going to a strength and conditioning camp in the morning at 9 o'clock every morning. So we get up at 8 and get her going. She does that from 9 to 10:30. So I'm really proud of her. They do weightlifting and cardio, and it's something they do through the school district. You know, you have to pay for it, but you know, I wanted her to do that, and I thought it'd be good to keep her, you know. Oh my gosh, sir. Okay. I just decided to grab the bone. Yo, you want to look up for a second? This is disgusting. Why am I showing you this? Ew. This is what he's chewing on. I'm like, dude, oh, he's mad. Are you mad? Did I take your bone? I'm sorry, buddy. Just chew it somewhere else. He's going right back to the same spot. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank you so much for, you know, joining me today and hanging out. And if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. They really do help. And I just realized y'all are like, hopefully you can see what I was doing this whole time. Yes, thumbs up, they help. And then if you have not subscribed, I would love to have you. Just click on that subscribe button down below. It's free, it doesn't cost anything. And that way you'll be part of my world. And if you click that notification bell, you'll get notified whenever I post up any new videos. All right, y'all, I love you so much. I hope you take care of yourselves and have a wonderful day. And I will see y'all in the next one. Okay, bye guys.